Welcome to the annual meeting. I'm Rod Haney. I'm the board president of the CSSA. A lot has been going on with the CSSA in the last year, probably our busiest year in a long time. We had a great successful convention in San Diego, thanks to Kelly and the volunteers that he was able to raise, the vendors. We're all well on our way to planning the Tucson convention in 2027, which will be probably sometime in May. We've received a very generous IRA donation that Nick will talk about later. And we're also entering the publishing business with the new book on Copiapoa by Stefan Campbell. That should be out by probably this time next year. That would be our hope. So with that in mind, we'll proceed ahead to the agenda. First thing we're going to do is have a treasury report from Nick Diomede, our treasurer. Nick?
Okay, thank you, Rod. Let's see, Julie, can I share my screen? Julie, I think I need permission to share my screen. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Share the screen. Give me 1 second. View full screen mode. Okay, can everyone see the screen?
No, we're back to not sharing.
We did see it, but it's gone now.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's see what's going on. Okay, share.
There it is.
Okay, hold on a second. Still see it?
No. Were you trying to make it full screen because it disappeared?
Yes. Okay, so it's not working in full screen.
Try making it full screen before sharing it.
Okay. Let's see. Not sharing it. No, can't do that. Okay, just give me a second. I won't make it full screen. I'll make it as large as I can. Okay, you see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, give me a second. Let me see if I can enlarge it. Visible content. Okay. Can we see the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, sorry for that delay, folks. Okay, welcome to our annual meeting. This is a financial overview from our last members meeting. So it ranges from June 1st, 2024 to June 1st, 2025. With that is our balance sheet. You can see that we stand at $1.323 million. Our money is spread out across a number of checking, savings, and some asset accounts. We have a number of CDs that are higher interest earnings. They're fairly liquid, earning us about 3 to 4% interest. Our endowment fund is at $670,000. That's sitting with the Santa Barbara Foundation. It is on its way back up again after a tumultuous 2 years. And as Rod mentioned recently, we just received a donation from the estate of Joanna Miller. This is a combination of mutual funds and investments that are sitting in a Schwab investment account. That amount was $229,000. The Millers have been generous benefactors of the CSSA for a number of years. I couldn't tell you how long. I know they have been making nice annual donations each year since I've been the treasurer. Looking, let me get a second. This is not. Looking at our change in revenue growth over the last year, we saw an increase of $189,000 and 733. That was largely due to the donation, but it shows us a nice growth of about 16.75%. A series of our funds are restricted accounts. For members that do not know what restricted accounts are, those are accounts where donations go specifically to the account itself. So any money that's in conservation, the library fund, publication, research, that goes directly to those entities. That's what they're restricted to. As you can see, we're sitting with $29,146 in the conservation fund. We have $2,844 in the library fund, $695 in the publication funds, and our research fund shows a negative $15,925. You could take that as a positive that we're giving out more money in research grants than are actually coming in. But and then you see that we have nothing slated for the endowment fund. Just as a note, there have been donations that have come in over the past year. $20,070 was moved from the endowment fund to the Santa Barbara Foundation. Our major sources of revenues are listed above here. Membership continues to be the number one source of revenue, followed by Bio1. Bio1 is a commission revenue stream that we get with our journal and Hasseltonia articles posted for research and scientists to use. Nice, $23,600 in donations. Just something to know, these donations do not include the speaker donations that were designated for the convention. And then a number of miscellaneous other sources of revenue. Just a little bit on the Santa Barbara Foundation. The Santa Barbara Foundation is a financial institution that manages our endowment fund. There's obviously fees that go with that, but there's also gains and interest. And this shows that for the past year, our net gain was $27,600 from the Santa Barbara Foundation Endowment Fund. We had 2 successful events over the last year. The show and sale in 2024 netted us $19,800, with $3,743 of that money going directly to the research fund. And like Rod just said, we had a successful convention, earning a net of $25,829, with $10,225 going to the research fund. Those monies transferred to the research fund are a result of the net proceeds from the auction. And then the cost of running the organization in administration fees, which includes the design and editing of the journals, the To the Point. You're looking at $45,120. The fees, the cost for having a business manager at $68,208. That includes money that the association, the society pays in employee tax and workman's compensation. And we also use professional services. This is IT services for the web. Our CPA come under this category. So admin expenses are at $123,000. In 2024, we made a contribution to the Huntington Library. That donation was $5,630. That money is slated for the Cactus and Succulent Society of America Desert Collections intern. So that donation that we made was slated to pay the salary of that intern. Other costs to run the association, postage cost being the largest cost, and that includes shipping of the journal and the Hasseltonia. And we have made plans to start looking at how we distribute those publications. Merchant fees, insurance, credit card fees all continue to be a large cost. And that, unfortunately, is the cost of doing business, in the cost of doing business. And as Rod mentioned a little while ago, that we have partnered with Stephen Campbell on the production of his new book, Copia Poa. And that partnership cost us $20,000 to get this project going. There will be more to come in the coming year. So just in summary, we are in good financial standing.
Real
There
quick,
have been,
Nick,
go ahead.
what was the cost for the Copia Poa book? It said,
So the
think-
initial partnership is at $2,000.
Well, let's back up, Nick.
Go ahead.
That money that's an advance. That's a advance to Stefan to get some design work done in Chile for the maps that he's going to have in his book. And so the total cost that Nick is talking about includes what it costs to actually publish the book. So that's the majority of the money there. We've already arranged for a publisher in Tucson, actually, to print the book. We've got somebody arranged to be the copy editor. And so it's pretty much buttoned up. We just need the manuscript, and Stefan is on task to get me the first chapter sometime in July. So that's where it stands.
So I think the confusion was that Nick said 20,000.
Yes.
And it says 2,000.
Sorry, it is $2,000. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, that's cleared up then.
Okay. Thank you for the question. Jackson, you get your question answered?
Yep, thanks.
Okay. So in closing, like I said, we are financially stable. We're in a good financial position. There have been many changes over the past year in the society, from hiring a business manager, getting going with that, changes in the website, just almost everything has had its hands on it, updating policies. And we are looking at a strategic initiative to, look at the future. And we are starting that process, and hopefully we can continue moving in the direction that we are moving. And with that, are there any questions on the financial overview? All right, I will get this off here. Stop sharing. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks, Nick. Next up is Julie to talk about the conventions and other business that she's been working on.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to see everyone this morning. I'm glad so many people have tuned in. So we had 356 attendees at the convention, plus volunteers and vendors. So we had well over 400 people attend the convention, which was wonderful. It was really nice for me to meet so many members. Everyone was so kind and very excited about cacti and succulents. It was really nice to see. So that was really good for me. Our next convention, like Rod said, is going to be in Tucson in 2027. The Tucson Club has started looking for locations to hold the convention there. We think that we'll be having it sometime in May. It's a little tricky because they want to do it when the saguaros are blooming, which is a great idea, but also May has, Mother's Day and graduations and things like that. So they're trying to pick a time that would work well and that we can get a good rate at the hotel. Because that's something that's very important to us, is trying to keep the cost down of the convention so that people can attend it, because it is an event for our members to enjoy. And we have currently 2,059 members in our membership rolls. That goes up and down. We have some people who don't renew and then they renew late or something like that, but it's 2,059 right now today. And I think that's, oh, I wanted to talk about strategic plan. Under the direction of Roxy on our board, we have started to work on a strategic plan for the CSSA, to kind of plan for like the next 10 years, what we should be doing and what we need to be doing for our members and our affiliate clubs and things like that. So we have started a strategic plan, and I'm excited about that too. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Julie. Julie has done a fabulous job over the past year getting the website up to speed. We haven't even talked about that yet, but I hope some of you have noticed how much better the website is than it was even a year ago. And it's going to continue to get better and have more information, especially for affiliates. And we'll be talking about that more and more. Next up is Ann Hopkinson to present the candidates for election to this year's board.
Yes, hi, good morning. I'm on the nomination committee along with Roxy Esterly and Von Watkins, who are here with us. And I'm here to present our 4 nominees for this year that are their bio and photos and everything are gonna show up in the journal. I guess it comes out in the fall. Wasn't sure on the dates, but it'll come out. Julie?
Yeah, yes, it will. The fall journal comes out at the beginning of September. And so every member will receive their ballot to vote in that journal. The affiliate clubs will each be mailed a ballot, an affiliate ballot to vote. So those will come out then. And after this session today, I will post online each of the bios of the candidates so that people can look at them.
Great, thank you. So all that information will be available, but they're going to say hello today, this morning, and we can start with Nick Renteria, who's been on the board already. He's an incumbent, and he's also from the San Gabriel Club and is doing the CSSA show and sale. Go ahead, Nick.
Hi, I'm Nick Renteria. I live here in Los Angeles. As Ann mentioned, I am, for the past 2 years, I've been the president of the San Gabriel Club. I'm also actively involved in the LA and the Sunset Clubs. Since 2023, I have been the show chair for the Cactus and Succulent Society of America show and sale. And since last year, I was appointed to be a director on the CSSA Board of Directors to fill a vacant position. So I'm heavily involved at the local level and the international level, which gives me a pretty good feel for some of the issues that are being faced by our hobby in general, our members and our clubs. And I'm hoping that I froze.
Good. You're good. You're good.
Oh, so I'm hoping to bring all that experience to the board and help to make a contribution and, put forth a lot of suggestions that have been passed to me from the members that I come in contact with on a regular basis. So thank you.
Thank you, Nick. Fook Wynn, he's also a current board member, and he's chairman of the research committee and comes to us from the Gates Club in Redlands. Go ahead, Fook.
Hi, good morning, everybody, affiliate members there. Thank you for having me on today. I am a current board member. I am also a chairperson for the research committee for CSSA. I have been involved with CSSA for over a dozen years here, and I have served on this position as director since 2019. And so I appreciate everything CSSA has been done for its members there. I am a strong advocate for cactus and succulent preservation, conservation, education. So I appreciate this position, and I will continue to serve as long as the members wishes me, and I enjoy it greatly. Thank you for your support.
Thank you, Fook. And then we had another incumbent. He is not here right now. I don't see Dave Ferguson from the Colorado Club.
No, he's from New Mexico, excuse me.
Oh, New Mexico. Sorry, why? I'll have to look that one up. Okay, sorry, Dave, you're from New Mexico and wish you were here, but you will be able to read his bio online and in the journal. And our last nominee this year is new to us, Amanda Gerberich, and she comes from the San Gabriel Club. And Amanda, I think you're still muted, so if you'd like to go off mute and
There we go.
hey, okay, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I feel privileged that I've been given this opportunity to be a part in this way, giving me a voice. And I was not exactly prepared, but I see that I'm going to introduce myself here. I'm a retired RN, an artist, and a gardener. I'm currently vice president of the San Gabriel Club and affiliate chair for my club as well. I'm just a very strong advocate of the club or clubs and the CSSA. And what else do I volunteer at the Huntington 2 to 3 days a week in the library, as most of you know, and also with John Traeger in the Desert Garden, and I'm currently training for Ask Me for their conservatory, Desert Conservatory. I'm going to leave it at that, unless somebody has questions. You can read my statement and ask me anything you want. Thank you.
Thank you, Amanda.
And we've had questions about when the nomination process takes place. Would you speak to that briefly?
Okay, the nomination process took place earlier in the spring. We had different deadlines, one of them in April to have our choices done by the April board meeting. And so the three of us, Roxy and Vaughn and I, were working on it really like in March and April, looking for candidates. And then we talked to them and send them the information that they needed to write up their bios and send their photos. And those photos then go over to Julie, which she works with the publications so that they can get out for the ballots. And that's pretty much the process, Roxy, unless you have something else.
Well, one thing is that John communicated to the affiliates in a letter earlier in the year that nominations were open. And we also have nominations open at this meeting, at the annual meeting traditionally, but we realized that we could not process and vet the candidates fairly at this time because all of our deadlines for publication are right upon us. So nominations that come through at this annual meeting are pushed forward to the following year.
Thank you.
And that's a good segue to ask if there are nominations from any of the members attending. Now is the time to make them. And then the nomination committee next year will consider them for new board members. So are there any nominations from the floor?
Just to clarify too, Rod, they have to agree to it. You can't just nominate somebody.
Right. I mean, yeah.
I mean, just for a point of clarity.
Yeah, that's correct. You don't nominate somebody without their permission. So
John Martinez has his hand up.
Yeah, also we will put that announcement at our end of the year letter, a request for nominations to all the affiliates.
So we'd like you to nominate someone if you have a good candidate in your club or another club that you know. It's something we'd like to have more of, actually. All right, so thank you, everyone. The next session will be the secretary's report and a couple of motions to be voted on by the board. Roxy?
Okay, thank you. The first thing we have to do is have a motion to approve the minutes from the April 6th meeting. So is there such a motion?
Seconded. Any discussion? Okay,
Okay. Okay, thank you. Then that's passed. At the affiliate meeting at the convention, I brought up a couple of concepts that we decided to bring to this meeting so that we could implement them sooner rather than waiting until the September meeting. So, Julie, if you want to bring those two motions up, I'll.
Or we can read them.
Okay.
Why don't I just read it?
Okay, there we go.
Oh, okay, good.
We can just enlarge. Okay.
We'll show it and read it.
Okay.
The motion is that CSSA offers members of current CSSA affiliate clubs and supporting membership, a supporting membership for an annual rate of $10, reflecting a $10 discount off the CSSA supporting membership. And what would that include, Roxy?
Just one moment. We've got the wrong thing posted, Julie.
Yeah, just turn that off, Julie.
Let's just take it off.
Yeah. Oops, now we're
There we go. Okay, so the $10 membership, the purpose of that is really to bring more people into CSSA, making them aware of all the various things that we're offering. The $10 membership would include the to the point digital newsletter, a personal notification of monthly webinars, access to the Seed Depot, a 12-month membership, and it's a meaningful way to support the mission of CSSA and our global efforts. It doesn't include voting privileges, early conference registration, or the journal. This gives the CSSA, it extends our mailings and announcements tremendously, since they frequently don't get through to the membership of every affiliate. There is the cost to CSSA is minimal, just some bookkeeping. And it gives us a chance to build enthusiasm for CSSA among the affiliates. So we're kind of excited about that opportunity, because if many affiliates have only a handful, if that, members of CSSA. So it gives us a bigger base for voting, for nominations for officers and directors. So anyway, I sent that all out. You've all seen it in advance. There's a few questions if you want to scroll up a little bit, Julie. There's a few questions about if we're going to continue this, or it's a one-shot deal. If also how individuals can sign up, and Julie has that fairly well worked out with a code. If somebody drops out of their affiliate group, are they still entitled to this? Well, hopefully this would encourage people to stay with their affiliate groups, but CSSA would not be tracking if somebody dropped out. That's beyond our scope. We need to decide upon a start date and how long we're going to continue this for. So are we ready to, are there any questions about this? Everybody got it in advance. If there's no questions, are we ready to take a vote on it?
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay. Any further discussion? Okay. All in favor, raise your hand. All opposed? Julie, does it pass?
Well, we can't see the entire,
Yes.
okay, so that's great. That's exciting. Let's move on to the second motion. Okay, the second motion, I move that CSSA designate $10,000 for education grants to the affiliates. Each grant would provide up to $1,000 for affiliate groups who successfully develop and implement a substantive education program or event geared to stimulate the next generation of succulent and cactus collectors. So this for the affiliates, it gives them startup costs to start an education program, motivation, publicity for their affiliate because we put it in TTP, encourage affiliates to get matching grants from local agencies and fulfill their own education missions. A committee would be formed among the affiliate committee to look at the grant proposals and award the grants as needed. Grantees would be required to put an article into the Point because the idea is spread the good word, and so that would be the requirement, and we'd look over the materials and make the grant. So we still have to determine for how many years we'd be offering the grant, if we want to keep it, how many we want to award is changeable, how many students would be impacted. We'd like to have some numbers there. The affiliate committee would be evaluating the grants, and I work on that in any other way. This would be basically turned over to them. So first of all, I guess we need a second to the motion.
May I ask a question?
Yeah, I have a question also.
Okay.
We second it and then we discuss
Yeah,
it.
let's have a second first,
I'll
please.
second it.
All right, now discussion.
Roxy,
Yes.
are we going to provide some kind of a shell document or something to help somebody apply for this grant?
Sure, we have to write basically an RFP, a request for proposals that would include, exactly what they need to submit to us.
And we can have it as an online form and as a mail-in form that they could print out and mail in or email if they don't feel comfortable filling out the online form.
Right.
We should mention too that we're going to be using the Tucson Club as sort of a model for this, because they have been doing this successfully with schools for a number of years. So I think that that'll be a good way to start, using them as a model and then coming up with a relatively short proposal that has to be filled out by the club members from an affiliate that want to do this.
The LA Club has also had a long-standing Kids Day activities for at least 10 years, maybe more, that offered a tremendous range of activities for young attendees at their show and sales. So if they want to submit a write-up for that, that would be terrific. And if they have additional new expenses, they're eligible as well. Amanda.
Hi, good morning again. So this is Next Gen Education Grant Proposal. So is this developed just for school education?
Yeah, that question just popped up.
I did. I'm sorry, I missed it.
No, you didn't. You might not have seen it. Schools are a really obvious channel, but not necessarily the only one. I mean, it could be Scouts. It could be Boys and Girls Club. It could be any avenue that people that create. Tucson has a STEM nights in their district, so that was an easy link. But any link is fine.
It could be daycare centers. I mean, it's only limited by your imagination, really. Anywhere where young people congregate in numbers,
Mhm.
you know, we have administrators of whatever organization it is that would support this.
And I would like to say that it's not just for little ones, you know, it could be for college students, it could be for high school age, not necessarily in high school.
Roxy, someone asked, what about educational programs for the club, monthly hands-on workshops?
That wouldn't really count because that's kind of the basis of our regular clubs and our regular club meetings. So it'd have to be something that targeted the next generation and was outside the scope of the regular meetings.
Yeah, this is an outreach program. That's what it's envisioned as.
Any other discussion? And it's on a pilot basis, you know, that this is not, we're only approving 1 year and see how we do. Amanda?
Oh, no, I'm just saying thumbs up. Thanks.
Oh,
Great.
okay, okay.
Any other discussion or questions? All right. Can we have a vote? All in favor, raise your hands, please. Any opposed? Is it passed, Julie?
Yes, passed.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
And just in line with this, one additional offering that CSSA makes to affiliates that hasn't really gotten any recognition or visibility has been that for a long time, CSSA has offered an educational trophy for shows and sales that have an education exhibit.
Oh.
And it hasn't been publicized. Only a couple of clubs have taken advantage of it, at least in the last 10 years. So we will be reviewing and renewing the criteria for that. And to be able to award a special plaque to somebody for doing an educational exhibit could be a real nice thing for affiliate clubs and their shows. So that's it.
And that, to just expand on that a little bit, that could be a tabletop display with posters, or it could be a display of plants, not meant to be judged at a show and sale, but simply an educational display to show the variation in a genus or, you know, something like that.
Yes, some of the ones that I've seen have been comparison of old world, new world, convergent evolution, showing what families, for example, the grape family that you wouldn't expect to have succulents, that, you know, showing the families. So it's kind of like a poster type of deal, or that any kind of exhibit of that nature. I'm sure you'll come up with more interesting things.
All right. Thanks, Roxy. Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
We're going to move on to the show and sale with Nick Renteria, and that's coming up next weekend.
Okay. Julie, can I share my screen?
Yes. Click the green arrow.
Don't see the option.
It
Oh,
should
here we
be toward the bottom.
Yeah, it's right on the middle of my screen,
It's a bottom bar.
and it's lit up in green.
You have to drag your cursor there first.
Yes. Yeah. Open the door.
Yeah, I mean, I've done this before all the other quarterly meetings, but for some reason I'm not seeing it. Hang on. Oh, okay. Now I need to find a little icon for the slideshow. I'm gonna have to do the same thing that wait, hang on, let me try something different. Let me put it in slideshow mode first. Okay, how's that?
Very good.
All right. So on behalf of Cactus and Succulent Society of America, I would like to invite everybody to attend our annual show and sale, which will be held June 27, 28, and 29 at the Huntington from the hours of 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. This highly anticipated event is the highlight of the Succulent calendar, bringing together stunning exhibits, rare plant vendors, and a community of passionate plant lovers. Why can I not see my arrow to advance this? Okay. Event details, as I mentioned, June 27, 28, 29 at the Huntington in San Marino. Admission is included with paid Huntington admission. If you have a membership, you can actually reserve a ticket ahead of time. If you're not a member of the Huntington, you need to actually go online and purchase a guest ticket. And tickets should be purchased in advance. They do tend to sell out on busy weekends. So if anybody is interested in attending and you don't have a ticket already, then I would suggest that you do that right away. We will have over 500 expertly grown and staged plants. The cacti will be located in Banta Hall, and the succulents will be located right across the courtyard in the Amundsen classroom. In addition, as far as the sale is concerned, we will have 20 vendors offering a variety of plants, including rare, ethically propagated plants that are hard to find anywhere else. And in terms of the plant sale, the price range varies. We have some very, very expensive plants that tend to be very rare, but then we also have some, economically reasonably priced plants. So we have something for all price points. A lot of people might be afraid, oh, I can't afford the plants, but we're always sure that we have a number of vendors that sell plants that are affordable to everybody. And in addition to the plants, we have 2 potters that sell, again, a variety of pots at different price ranges. In case anybody's wondering, here's the list of the vendors. We have many of the most popular vendors here in not just Southern California, but a lot of our vendors are coming from Northern California and Central California. These are some of the most popular vendors in our state. In addition, I am proud to announce that we have 2 new vendors to our show and sale this year, GT Nursery and also Thorn Oasis. This will be their first time selling at the show and sale, not necessarily a local sale, or some of these vendors were at the convention, but it's the first time that they'll be at the show and sale at the Huntington. This year, we're actually reintroducing our speaker program. Prior to the pandemic, we regularly had speakers as part of the show and sale. That sort of went on hold after the pandemic and it never came back. But I'm proud to announce that this year, we have a number of speakers. Saturday, we have Sandy Chase speaking on the challenge of growing prickly cacti and succulents and a little repotting. At 1 p.m., we have Al Klein from Botanic Wonder speaking on succulent bonsai. At 3 o'clock, we have John Traeger giving the trophy talk. And the trophy talk is when we actually review all the trophy winners, and John will talk a little bit about why their plant is special and why it was awarded a trophy or a plaque. On Sunday, we have our very own Kyle Williams speaking on new succulents, how to help them adapt, followed at 1 p.m. again by our very own Rod Haney speaking on Tephro-cactus, the cactus conundrum, and once again at 3 o'clock, we will have John Traeger giving the trophy talk. If you would like more information, I know I went through this rather fast, but I think if you're interested, remember CSSAshow.com, where you can find all the information on the hours. There's copies of our show schedule, our booklet, information. Also, I want to mention that we have a traditional show dinner and auction on Saturday night. We still have a limited number of spaces available to attend the event, and that information is online as well. Again, cssashow.com. If you'd like to purchase tickets to the Huntington, you can go to huntington.org. Again, we welcome you all, and I hope to see everybody there this coming weekend.
Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick. That was a great summary. And if you've never been to a CSSA show and sale before, it's a treat. And the weather's supposed to be, fingers crossed, a little bit nicer this year than it was last year. It was pretty hot last year.
Very brutal.
So we'll hope for better weather, but it's a lot of fun. If you can make it, you'll have a good time. All right, I'm going to give the conservation report. Irwin is enjoying a family reunion on the shore of North Carolina, the Outer Banks. So we've been active in conservation this year, and we've recently had a project to protect an endangered lithops near the town of Windhoek in Namibia. And this is Lithops pseudotruncatella, and it's a form called alpina. Roxy and I had a chance to see this April a year ago. Levy, the director of the Botanic Gardens there, took us to see it. And it's very interesting because what's happened with this plant, housing has been built on the site. And it's been subdivided into little housing, probably acreages of maybe an acre, I would say. And the whole site was bulldozed before this was done. So it's sort of amazing that any of these lithops survived, and they actually have come back. The seed bank in the soil has brought a lot of them back. It's an attractive plant. This is the furthest northerly-most location that they're known from. A woman from the Lithops Study Institute, or Research Institute, has come up, and she's the one that notified people about this originally, I believe. So we've made an arrangement to buy this plot of land going through another organization, not a government organization based in Windhoek. And that allows us to protect these plants on this lot. And there's a number of them. It's hard to give an exact number, but probably less than 100. The cost of this is about $6,000. And it'll be protected by the woman who lives on the site. So she has a house, a small house on the site. We met her when we were there April, a year ago. She's very cordial. She'll make sure that nobody comes in and steals the plants and protect them. So that's going, and that we owe a big vote of thanks to Peter Beiersdorfer for making this happen. And he's helped us with another project with the National Botanic Gardens as well. So thank you, Peter. I think you're on. So that's the status of that project. We've been very active in South Africa in the past year as well. But this is the main project for this year. We have money to spend for conservation projects. We would encourage any of you who have something that you want us to look at to contact any of us on the Conservation Committee, but especially Irwin. We'd really like to have some conservation projects in the United States, and they seem hard to come by for whatever reason. So if you have something in the United States or anywhere else, let us know and we'll take a look at it. So thank you for that. We've got a lot of, we're always open to having anybody come to our conservation meeting that wants to talk to us about a specific issue or project. So just let us know and we'll give you the date of the next one so you can join us. Any questions about that? All right. So our next meeting is the photo contest winners with John Martinez.
John, you're muted.
We can't hear you.
Okay, how's that?
Yeah, do you want me to share the photos as you talk about them?
Yeah, that's great. I didn't know that I was going to be asked to do this, but we'll give it a shot.
Okay. I just want to do them one by one. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Let's see here. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't have the numbers. I believe we had, Kelly, I think we had something like 50, 52 entries,
Wow.
something like that. And we selected first, second, third place, and 2 honorable mentions. This picture here was the one that we selected as first place. We thought it was, you know, it met all the criteria. It's a striking photograph. It's an unusual plant. The quality of the photograph is great. The composition is great, and it was just something that that we felt was deserving of first place.
Dick
And
Schreiber.
I'm sorry, I don't have the name of the
Dick Schreiber.
photographer. Rick Schreiber. Okay. Kelly, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
I just wish I was there.
Yeah. No kidding.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Quia
There's even a road
Ramondia in flower, or in early bud, I guess.
Oh, those are little ones too, man. That's fantastic.
Yeah, this is the largest bromeliad in existence. It's quite an amazing plant.
Wow.
Yeah, they get up to 50 feet tall, right?
Now with the inflorescence,
Yeah.
yes.
Wow.
Okay. The next photograph.
Yeah.
Julie, maybe if you can
Okay.
just put the document up.
Oh, the document?
Yeah, the one that's going to be in the because that has the information, I believe, on the who the photographers
Yeah.
are.
Let me see if I can find that.
I should mention too that these photos are going to be at display at the CSSA show and sale. So anybody who comes will get to
Yeah,
see
this year we're going to blow them up a little bit bigger. Hopefully, make a little bit nicer display than we've had in the past. This is our second place photograph. Again, just it's a beautiful photograph. It's composition is great. The fading of the background really makes the subject matter stick out.
There you go.
See.
Scophilia erecta.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so Gene Lepson is the photographer here, and this was our second place photograph.
Yawn.
Yeah, okay. And if you can scroll down, please. Third place went to let's see.
Cactus Arias.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to looking for the name here of the photographer.
Jim Carl Blom. That's how I have it.
Okay. Okay. Again, this is another striking photograph. You know, beautiful flowers, and again, very, very clean, clear photograph. The subject matter is obviously stands out exceptionally, and this was the photograph we selected as third place.
And then Jan also got the fourth place honorable mention for the Menanthes.
Okay. That's the one here on the right, photograph on the right.
Yeah.
Kind of an unusual background. Again, a very clear, clean. Yeah, the one we'll look at the one on the right here. Very clean, crisp photograph. You know, sometimes having the subject matter exactly centered in the picture is not always the best thing, but it seems to work here, and I think it's because of the texture of the background and the contrast between the subject matter and the contrast. But you know, I mean, there were a lot of really great photographs that were submitted, but we had to make a selection, and this is the one that we wanted to recognize with honorable mention, first honorable mention. And then if we can scroll down to the second
Waphany.
honorable mention.
Okay.
Yeah, the big pink flower there at the bottom, Julie.
Jeffrey Hagenaw.
Is it not going down to that? Can you not
We're
see
not
the?
seeing the. There it is. That's good.
That's good.
There it is.
Okay.
You know, this is another, you know, same as the one above it. It's the sharpness of the photograph is good. You know, the faded background helps make the subject matter stand out better. This is a plant that maybe a lot of people aren't really familiar with. And it's just another great photograph that we wanted to be recognized as an honorable mention. And also something that we haven't done in the past, if you submitted photographs and they weren't recognized as one of these 5, if you submit a request to any of us on the panel, we can give you some feedback on your photographs and maybe provide some information to help you improve your photography in the future. And with that, Kelly, is there anything else you wanted to add?
I just remind everybody it is subjective, and it was some really good eyes looking at all these pictures, and those were the ones we selected. And it's kind of like a show in the cactus and succulent world. You sometimes look at it and go, I would judge it slightly differently, but I don't think any of those were bad. And it is totally blind. I want everybody to know we don't know who you are. That's why Jan actually ended up raking in 2 of the prizes, because it was good photos and that was what we were judging. I would also say that, I encourage you to keep showing, even if you didn't win, because some of those photos could easily have been first place that we didn't select. So don't give up. Keep sending your best ones in, and they'll end up in our journal. And if not, at least we'll appreciate them and get them in somewhere. So.
All right. Thanks, John and Kelly. Fook, you're next up with the research committee report.
Okay, thank you, everybody here. For those who are new or not familiar with this committee here, we accept grant proposals from worldwide of any potential research projects or research projects that entails succulents and cacti. Our 2 cycles have deadlines in February 1st and July 1st of every year. So the last 12 months, last fiscal year for us, we've had 5 submissions of projects there, and we have approved for support of 2 of those projects, one on Pachycormus and one on Pedicactus. Because of the nature and length of this meeting here, I won't be able to go into each project intensely, but if you'd like to reach out to me, I can certainly discuss with you further. We have one support for $1,500 and those for $6,500 there. We encourage any applicants, whether it's within the United States or worldwide there, to submit the proposals. And we actually have a fair amount of international interest there. So, yeah, unfortunately, in the nature of this meeting, I won't be able to share the actual details of the projects there. Are there any questions there from anybody I could answer?
Thanks, Fook. And we want to emphasize again, we are looking for new research projects. So if you know somebody that wants to do research and it involves cacti and succulents, please contact Fook and have a proposal sent to him. Thanks, Fook. All right, we've got webinars coming up yet this year. We've got one coming up in a few minutes with Tristan Davis. But after that, in July, Buck Hemingway is going to talk about South African succulents. And of course, Buck lives in Calitzdorp, which is South African succulent central. He's close to a lot of tremendous habitats. And having been there, I can tell you that's going to be a really good presentation. Ricardo Ramirez is going to speak in August on rare Mexican cacti and habitat. And some of these will be places that are hard to get to. So you'll see fabulous plants that most of you have probably never seen in habitat. In September, Barbara Getch from the IUCN is going to speak. Her topic is not fixed at this point, but I imagine we'll get an insight into the operations at the IUCN, which would be good since we don't have a lot of that information at this point. In October, Dave Ferguson's going to be speaking, and his subject isn't announced, but I'd be amazed if it wasn't something to do with opuntias. So Dave will be speaking on that. And then we've got Wendy Hodson speaking in November on agaves. December, we don't have a date yet. If you would like to present a webinar or know someone who would, get in touch with Erwin or myself or anybody else in the board, and we'll take it from there because we do have an opening in December. And then I don't know about the following year, but I would guess that that's fairly open as well. right, thank you. And last, we're going to have John give a brief report on the affiliates.
Yeah, we're obviously running out of time here, so I'll go through this pretty quickly. And if anybody has any questions about any of this stuff, you can certainly contact me or anybody on the affiliate committee through the affiliate page on the website. So the affiliate membership right now, we currently have 59 clubs that are active and 9 clubs that are inactive. And those clubs that are inactive is because they haven't paid their dues for 2025. 3 of those clubs are well over a year delinquent. So there appears to be that not much interest in them staying a member of the CSSA. Let's see. The national speakers list, currently, if one of the requests we've had in the past is to provide a list of speakers that the affiliate clubs can contact to do presentations at their club meetings. And we have a national speakers list on the website. We currently have 12 speakers that have agreed to join that program with a total of 52 subject titles. So if you're looking for presenters at your club meetings, you can go to the affiliate page of the website and you can contact those speakers to see if you can work out a way that they can speak. Most of these presentations obviously will be through Zoom because of the traveling issues. Let's see, affiliate meeting. Well, we have the affiliate meeting, the annual affiliate meeting at the convention, and we had a pretty good turnout. We had a total of 48 attendees. We had 19 affiliate representatives were there. We had 30 societies that were represented, and 9 of the CSSA board members attended. We did have these, Roxy put together these desk tents to recognize the different clubs, and the number of clubs that used these desk tents didn't quite line up with the people that signed in. So I have to assume there were people that attended the meeting that did not sign the sign-in sheet. So the attendance was probably a little bit higher than what we have documented. Julie and John Schwark have been working hard on the website, and one of the things that they've done is they've put together a affiliate society membership and listing update system. And what this system does is it allows you as an affiliate to pay your dues and to update your current club information. Of the 59 clubs, just a little over half of the clubs have taken advantage of this system. It's really easily accessible, and it's the guidelines of how to do it is there on the website. If you go to the affiliate page on the website, you'll find it. And if you have any questions, you can contact any of the affiliate committee members or Julie. Julie would probably be the best one to help you with that. Julie did give a presentation at the affiliate meeting at the convention on how that system works, and so we have tried to make it as available and let people know about it the best we can. So if you haven't taken advantage of that and you're an affiliate officer, please take a look at that and update your information on that system. Julie, anything you want to add there on that?
No, I don't think so. You covered it.
Okay, good. Some of the items that we discussed at the committee meeting at the convention was providing quarterly Zoom meetings for the affiliates, and we're going to take a really hard look at that, and we may implement that or something similar to that. We're also interested in providing a library of Plant of the Month articles to be published on the website. We're in the process of trying to make that happen. So hopefully, if you have Plant of the Month competitions in your club, we will be providing a list of articles that you can copy and put in your newsletters to help you with those programs. People have asked for us if we can put together articles of best practices for running and maintaining an affiliate club. That's another thing that we're going to be taking a look at. Just a reminder, there is a document on the affiliate page of the website on how to start and manage a CSSA or a Cactus and Succulent club. That article is on the website, and if that doesn't meet the needs, let us know. And if we need to put something together to help you with your clubs, we're certainly willing to do that. And the last issue that I'll talk about right now is people have asked for standardized procedures on how to judge plant shows. This is something that keeps popping up. We have we kind of look at it in 3 phases. Providing a plant of the month competition at your club meetings is one of them, and we have put together a document that's on the affiliate page of the website. You can take a look at that if that's something you're interested in doing. We are in the process of creating a document that is basically just suggestions or for guidelines on how to rate plants at your local plant shows. And the big project of having a judging mentor program or some kind of a tutorial, or not tutorial, but what's the word I'm looking for? Just judging, I guess just judging training and mentoring program is something right now is probably a little bit beyond the scope of what we can tackle right now. So that's something we've kind of tabled for now. But if you have any questions or comments about any of this stuff, you can certainly contact me or anybody on the affiliate committee. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Julie.
Thanks, John. I think everybody, that concludes our annual meeting with members.